Hi guys, how do you do? Are you all feeling all right? I suppose you are all doing fine with a positive attitude. Here it is Louis Das from English Easy Louis channel wishing you well through this video, and I have come here to help you today to understand continuous tenses in passivation. We have completed simple present tense, simple past tense and simple future tense. And we have continuous tenses. So we will try to learn how to write passive voice for continuous tenses. As we know, we don't have passive voice for future continuous tense. So we have only two continuous tenses for passive voice, present continuous and past continuous. So let's try to learn those two sentences or two tenses both in active voice as well as in passive voice. So after giving you the examples from active to passive, we will proceed to writing the formula today. So for a change, okay. So those who are viewing my channel for the first time, click the bell icon and subscribe my channel. You are most welcome to listen to my video till the end of the video, and not only this video but the videos I had already released or posted through my channel. So every channel has got its own importance of grammar item. So I wish you all good luck, and let's go into the video for today's lesson. Okay guys, now for continuous tense, so let me start from the beginning to write the sentences starting from the subject I, and then we go for the first person plural, and then we will come back to the formula procedure. Okay, now let me write the sentence on the board here, whiteboard here. Whenever you say continuous, what must you remember? What must you remember? You must remember the adding ing to the main verb. Adding ing to the main verb, and all the be form of the verb will come here for present continuous and for past continuous. So let's first concentrate on present continuous, then we move on to past continuous. Okay guys? Okay, now present continuous. Now let me write the sentence here. I am singing a song. So when I say I am singing a song, see now, is this in active voice or in passive voice? Because you should not confuse yourself, and you must not confuse yourself with the main verb having the auxiliary verb before the main verb. And as I told you, I had already informed you, after writing or after present tense and past tense, even in active voice, all the verbs will have their auxiliary verbs depending upon the tense. So here it is continuous tense, so we need to add, and the subject is I, therefore we are adding am is the auxiliary verb, and main verb is sing, and we are adding ing to the main verb, and then the object. So therefore this is your subject, and this is your verb, and this is your object. So let's remember, this is active voice. Now we are going to change this into passive voice. So what is our rule here? The object has to be the subject here, and the subject has to function as an object here. Okay, so let's write a song. A song. Now since it is continuous tense and your subject is third person singular, A song is, and we are adding being. Okay, being for the passive form. Being, and then after writing being, see, we must write the past participle form of the main verb. Past participle form of the main verb. Now, what is the past participle form of the main verb? Sing here, sung. Okay, sung. The song is being sung, and then preposition by, and then it is your object, and it becomes me here. And this is your passivation, passive voice. Okay. Now this is first person singular. So let me write the same sentence in first person plural having the subject we. Okay. So we are singing. We are singing a song. We are singing a song. So similarly, this is in active voice. And how are you going to change this into passive voice? You may be knowing the answer already. You may be knowing the answer already. See, the song is being sung by, and your subject is we. So therefore, object should be us. Alright? So this is your passive voice. So these are the two main criteria that we must remember before we write the formula for changing the passive voice from present continuous tenses. So how can we arrive at the formula here? Very simple. What is our formula here? So let's say subject, and your subject can be I, we, he, she, it all can be subject also. Subject plus, since this is present continuous tense, what are the be form of the verb here? It can be am, it can be is, and it can be are. It can be are. Okay? Plus being. Okay? Plus being. Plus past participle form of the main verb. And then preposition by. Then the subject of the active voice. Okay? So this is the formula. This is the formula. This is the formula. And when do you use am here? If your subject is going to be I. Is, when your subject is going to be third person singular. Or when your subject is going to be first person plural, second person singular and plural, and third person plural. So here you use are for the present continuous tense. And this is how the sentence is written in passivation for present continuous tenses. So let's write one or two sentences. Let's write one or two sentences more, then you can easily understand. Okay, let me rub this, and then we'll write one or two sentences again. Now let's have the subject I. See now, he is same sentence. He is urging me, or urging. So let's keep the same word. He is urging me for help. He is urging me for help. And this is in active voice, present continuous tense. You see, the subject is he, third person singular. He is urging is your main verb. is urging. Urge is the main verb. Of course, we have added ing to the main verb here. Present continuous tense. And then this is your object here. And this is your adverbial or adjunct, whatever you can call it. So how are you going to change this now? So I, me becomes I here. I am, see, I am being urged. Okay? Urged. Past participle verb form for the verb urge is urged. I am being urged by who? By him. For help. For help. Let's see another sentence here. The who is the chief guest? So let's say the chief guest is distributing. Chief guest is distributing sweets. You can add object anything to the children or somebody you can add on. Now our purpose is to know the subject, verb, object and then changing into passivation. Now let's see. The chief guest is your subject. He is distributing is your verb. Sweets is your object. Okay? Now how are you going to change this into passivation? Of course this is in active voice. This is in active voice. Now how would you change this into passive? See now, sweets. Sweets. Sweets is plural subject. So therefore, you can take this as singular unit also. Sweet. When you say sweets, you can be, sometimes you can take that as singular noun and you can use it verb. But here, let's take it. Let's take as plural. So sweets are being distributed. Okay? Distributed is the past participle form of the main verb distribute. Distributed by whom? By the chief guest. By the chief guest. Okay? So very simple. Very simple. What is the sentence that we used to write earlier? I write a letter, I wrote a letter, I will write a letter in future tense. Now for the present continuous, what would be the same sentence? I am writing a letter. A letter is being written by me. And we are writing a letter. A letter is being written by us. Okay? So instead of using singular object, we can say plural object also. We are writing letters. So when you say we are writing letters, let me write the sentence. We are writing letters. Okay? So let's see. We are writing letters. So when you say we are writing letters, this is an active voice. So how do you change this into passive? See, letters is your object and that is in plural. So letters are being written. Alright? Are being written by us. See how simple is it? Okay guys, very smart and very simple. You are all very intelligent, I know. If you keep on listening attentively, you can understand every bit of information that I am giving you in passivation. Not only in passivation but in all grammar items. Okay, are you clear now in present continuous tense? Are you very clear now in present continuous tense? So the rule is subject, and then depending upon the subject you have the verb am, is, are plus being plus past participle form of the verb plus by and then the subject of the active voice. That's all. See? And this is your rules here. So if you want, you can just have a look at the rules once again. See? Okay? So we move on to another continuous tense. Only there are two continuous tenses that we can use it for passive voice, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video. So you have all kinds of sentences. You can have any kind of subject you need. Okay? So the birds are singing a song. A song is being sung by birds. So any sentence you can say, and make sure that if they are going to be in present continuous tense, make sure that you are adding a correct auxiliary verb and being, and then past participle form of the verb, and then the subject of the active voice. Okay? So shall I wrap this off? Good. Very good. So we move on to the past continuous tense now. We will complete it in this video for continuous tenses. Then it will be easy for us to go for the perfect tenses. Okay? Alright. Of course, you have all the time in the world. You just go back to the video and look at the board here and then read all the formulas once again. Okay. Good. Okay, now, so let me write past continuous tense. So now we are going to have a look at past continuous tense. See now, past continuous tense. So past continuous tense, of course, what do we need? You remember, auxiliary verb was and were plus the main verb with the ing form, that is in active voice. So let me write the sentence now. Past continuous tense. Same letter. So let me write the same sentence. I was singing. I was singing a song. I was singing a song. Now, I is your subject, was singing is your verb, a song is your object. And this is active voice tense. Active voice tense. Very simple. How are you going to change this into passive voice now? The song was being sung by me. See, this is your passive voice. Very simple. Was being sung. So was singing has become was being sung, because we are giving importance to the action done by the subject in the passive voice. Okay? Clear? Now let me write the plural. See, for example, let me use the subject they. They are singing a song. They are singing a song. And this is your subject. Are singing is your verb. Song is your object. How do you change this into passive now? A song. Of course, this is a song is third person singular. So you have to have only third person singular coinciding the same verb here. Because you remember, agreement between subject and the verb. It has to agree both in number and in person. Okay, so therefore, a song was being sung. And your object changes here. Why your object changes? Because your subject is they, so they become them. A song was being sung by them. That's why I said there are three substitute tables like the subjective pronouns, possessive pronouns, and the objective pronouns. So have a look at those tables every now and then. Go back to my videos and observe all those videos. So they are very, very necessary for passivation purpose. Okay, now, so we have used the uh, plural subject and singular subject. So now we can easily arrive at a formula for this continuous tenses. For past continuous tense, what do we need? So simply we can say subject. Now you can frame the formula by yourself. See, subject and then was or were. Was or were. Was or were. Now here of course, you remember what I have written here. They are singing a song. Is it a past continuous tense? You did not notice. So what should be the verb here? What should be the verb? They were singing a song. Then a song, of course, here of course they were singing. Your subject is plural here, so it is written as were here. But when it comes to the passivation for the same sentence, a song has become the third person singular as a subject. So therefore, how would you write the passivation? They were singing a song. Here, a song was being sung by them. See, past continuous tense. Because a song is not a plural subject, singular subject, third person singular. They is your plural subject, so therefore we use were. Past continuous tense, no? Okay. So was and were, see, subject, was and were, plus what is next? Being. Being, and then past participle form of the verb, and then by, then the subject of the active voice. See, and this is your formula for the past continuous tense. This is your formula for the past continuous tense. Okay? So what do we need now to write past continuous tense in passivation? We need was and were, being, and then past participle form of the verb that is used in sentences, and then the preposition by, and then the subject of the active voice as object in passivation. Okay guys, so these are the two continuous tenses in passivation: present continuous tense and past continuous tense. And I don't want to go back to the usages, when to use this past continuous, present continuous tense. You can always go back to my videos and listen to it and watch it, and then you can check. See, for example, I will tell you, I was singing a song. What is the situation here? I was singing a song. It is past continuous. An action completed already, but continued in the past. Was singing. Maybe next year, maybe the week before or last week, I was singing a song in the concert in school. So like that you can think. So a tense that is used to describe an action that began in the past and continued because it's the continuous tense, no? So that action should be coming there. Okay guys, so very simple. So don't confuse yourself. Continuous tenses, there are only two continuous tenses we can use for passivation: present continuous and past continuous. Now let me ask a question. Why can't we use passivation in future continuous tense? So that is a question for you. So let me wrap all these things. Just have a glance once again. Of course, you can have many sentences as examples. But for the time being, to show you how passivation can be changed from active to passive in continuous tenses, both in present continuous as well as in past continuous. So just have a look at them, and we'll come back to the question in a moment after I rub this off. Clear? Good. Now, answer my question now. Why can't we have passivation for future continuous tense? So let me write the name of the tense, future continuous tense. Future continuous. So in order to answer the question, you must have the sentence as an example for future continuous in active voice. So let me write the same sentence. I will be singing a song. Okay, so this is the active voice sentence in future continuous tense. So what is your verb here? Will be singing. Will be singing. Now why can't we write passivation for future continuous tenses? Very simple, because you already have the verb be here. Be here. So can we add any other additional verb or auxiliary verb for this tense here? No. We have added for present continuous and past continuous, and there of course was singing, were singing, or am singing, or is singing, are singing. So therefore we can have the auxiliary verb in between for the continuous tenses as being. Now can you add being here? I will being singing there? No, you cannot use. So therefore that's why future continuous tense cannot be used for passivation. Future continuous tense cannot be used for passivation. So you must be extremely careful. Sometimes when questions asked, they may mislead you. The question may mislead you or misguide you. After giving the sentence in future continuous tense, they may ask you to change into passivation. So you must be extremely careful. So you can simply say there is no passivation, there is no passive voice for future continuous tense. Okay guys, so that's it. So that's all. So let me stop this video for the time being. With this video, we conclude continuous tenses in passivation. So in my next video, I will deal with the perfect tenses in passivations, after which we have come to a conclusion in learning active voice and passive voice. Okay, so for the time being, it's good to have met you through this video and have joined you in discussing with you the possibilities of changing the active voice to passive voice in continuous tenses. Okay guys, so enjoy, be happy and watch my videos, learn grammar more and more, and be perfect and become perfect in speaking and in writing. Okay guys, so until I meet you in the next video, it's Luis Das signing you off from English Easy Luis channel. Thank you and God bless.